Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to True Strength Athletics. This is Joe Hayek. Today we're going to go over some power work here with med ball scoop tosses. So I'm just trying to keep my back heel planted, generating power off of my back heel as I rotate through my hips. And think about miles per hour. How fast can I drive that ball into the wall? Next up, we have explosive box jumps. So right here, we're just going to load with my hips. Okay, I'm just trying to swing my arms up as I jump up, and always step down, guys. It's always good to step down. I tell all my athletes, make sure you step down, because if you jump down, it'll just increase your risk of injury. You don't want any ankle injuries. And on this one, I almost fell off the box. Next exercise, kettlebell goblet walking lunges. So with this, I'm just trying to reset in between, making sure I'm not letting that kettlebell rest on my chest, kind of keeping it out in front with my elbows in tight. And this set here, I'm just going continuous, no reset in between. All right, guys, in this next exercise, what we're doing is barbell RDLs. Now with this exercise, I'm trying to drive my heels into the ground as I hinge my hips. So once I feel that stretch in the back of my hamstrings, I'm going to crush my heels to the ground and squeeze my glutes at the top of the motion. Another good note is look how I'm looking straight ahead, and then I find a spot on the ground. So I'm just trying to make sure my neck stays in line as I'm doing the movement. All right, guys, so this next exercise is a landmine one leg RDL. It's just like the RDL that we did in the last video, but instead of using two legs, we're using one. Big key note here is, I'm trying to keep my hips square to the floor, and with my hand that's holding onto the barbell, I'm trying to keep that shoulder nice and packed so it doesn't have any slack and I'm going off balance at all. Make sure you're just crushing the heels, trying to hinge those hips, crush the heels, squeeze the glute at the top. You'll notice in a little bit, I'm going to try to touch my glute just to make sure it's firing on and I'm not getting too much activation for my hamstrings. So, all right, guys, in the next exercise, I actually superset is single leg hip lifts. So that here again, crush my heels into the ground, making sure my glutes are turning on, and kind of focusing on speed on the way up, but making sure my core and my hips are being activated at the top of the movement. 3 sets of 8 here, and again, supersetting with the barbell one leg RDLs. And if this exercise is too hard for you, like say you're feeling more in the hamstrings than the glutes, we'll do a regression here. This is the bilateral hip lift, so it's the same exact movement except we're crushing our heels and using 2 feet instead of one. Again, making sure I'm touching my hands on my glutes, making sure my glutes are turning on every rep, and I'm bracing my core at the top of the movement. Here is the Frogger hip lift. I actually stole this exercise from Brett Contreras, the glute guy. Really good. I'm doing this for 3 sets of 10. Same idea, crush my heels, trying to squeeze my glutes at the top of the movement. Okay, and for this final exercise, we are doing skier squats. So the main idea with this one is we're starting in that bottom position. My toe is going to come off the ground, and I'm going to drive through my front heel, standing nice and tall at the top of the motion. So with this exercise, you want to make sure you're keeping about 80% of the weight in the heel and about 20% in the forefoot. At no point should your front side foot, the toe of that foot, the big toe, ever come off the ground. If it is, you want to make sure you're kind of smashing that big toe into the ground, and again, driving through that heel and stabilizing that hip at the top of the movement. And if you are having trouble doing this exercise with weight, just go back down to doing it with body weight. It's gonna work out a lot better for you in the long run. So that was me tripping. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you can give this video a like, I would really appreciate it. And stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.